Are you in a same-sex union and experiencing struggles with your twin flame? Welcome back. I'm Breann, a master certified Ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I am in a same-sex union. I'm the divine feminine, and my twin flame is in a feminine body, but is the divine masculine in our union. And so same-sex has been something that we have, really focused on healing in our union, or not healing same sex, but healing the beliefs and the dynamics and the upsets and triggers that can come up around that. And in sharing my experience and what it is that I've learned and healed through myself, I hope that that will help you and give you some insight into how you can come together into a harmonious union with your twin flame. And this can go for same sex or regular union. It all applies, but this is just specifically for those that are experiencing a same-sex union. So first of all, I want you to know that if you are in a same-sex union, it's perfectly normal. You didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not, bad. You didn't mess up somewhere. You shouldn't feel shameful. You shouldn't feel guilty. If you're feeling any of those feelings, or even if you've not yet come out or expressed yourself to the world as who you truly are, and you feel like maybe there's some embarrassment or shame in that, you can just take a break and relax and know that you can let all of that go now. And the reason that I say that you can let that go is regardless of what your external experience is, regardless of what your journey looks like, that doesn't take away from the truth of who you are at your core. And that meaning that you are a divine being. You were created divine, and it doesn't matter what any of us are experiencing on our journey. We're all divine beings, just having, living life, experiencing challenges and lessons and navigating our journey. And every journey is unique and unto its own, and your journey is perfect for you. So in my journey and being in a same-sex union, I knew from a little girl that I was attracted to the same sex, and it was something that I hid for many, many, many years. I grew up Southern Baptist in Arkansas, and so it was kind of a hush-hush thing. It was something that you didn't share, you didn't express. And if you did have feelings of that, in a nutshell, it was just something that wasn't really welcomed or encouraged or accepted. And so I often just kept to myself. And I did that until I was in my early 20s. And the reason that I kept to myself was because there was so much shame and self-rejection that I was having within myself, where I just didn't feel that if I was to express who I truly was, that I would be accepted by anyone. And, so I was rejecting myself and projecting that onto everyone else. But the more that I suppressed who I truly was inside, the more that I become uncomfortable and angry and just upset with life in general. Like I become, I'm a happy person, but I was starting to become very angry with the world. I was becoming, not wanting to interact with people, not wanting to interact with life. And this was all because I was suppressing my true feelings and suppressing who I really was as a divine being, as a person. And you can only do that for so long before it just, it becomes incredibly uncomfortable and just, I don't know, something shifts, or you pop. You just can't take it anymore. Something's got to change. And so that change happened for me. I couldn't stand it, and so I started expressing myself slowly to close friends and family members of what I was experiencing, and what I was keeping inside, and how I truly felt about myself and who I truly was at my core. And as I did that, it did feel very, very uncomfortable. But the more that I opened up and I was vulnerable, and I just stood in my, my confidence within myself, the easier and the easier it became. And there were people that vibed out of my reality. And then there were people that, come even closer, relationships that deepened as a result of honoring who I truly am. And so, I lived my life as an openly same-sex person. And then, fast forward a few years later, I, awakened to my twin flame journey. And that was a whole other slew of challenges and experiences to be had. Because all along, since I was like 5, 6 years old, I knew in my heart that I had my one true love. But I think on some level, I didn't actually believe that it would happen for me, or that it was actually a thing. I thought maybe it was just some fantasy or fairy tale. So then when I, experienced the twin flame connection, and for me, it was a false twin flame at first. But when I woke up to the connection itself, I was like, whoa, what is this? And it was a whole new, it shook things up. It shook me to my core. And I felt within my being like, this is a real thing. And in this being a real thing, how do I, because I was experiencing the runner chaser dynamic. And I'm like, so I've had a taste of this divine love. How do I actually have it in my life 24/7? And if you've been watching my content, then you know that I'm a student of Twin Flames Universe, Jeff and Shalia, creators of Twin Flames Universe. And without their body of work, I literally could not have healed and manifested my harmonious union and being where I'm at today. And I say that because Twin Flames Universe, it shows you how to love yourself in the depths of your core and really come home to yourself. And as you come home to yourself and you are your authentic self expressed outwardly, your twin flame is naturally attracted into your reality. And so that's how it happened for me, is as I healed myself and healed my heart, my twin flame naturally vibed into my life, and the false twin flame fell away. My true twin flame came in. And the reason that I'm sharing all of this is I have a point here, and my point being is the stickiest thing that I've moved through in my journey in a same-sex union, and I still do to this day, being almost, going on 4 years in harmonious union now, I still move through this in layers, my twin flame and I both. And that being self-acceptance, this was a huge thing for me. I very much rejected myself in so many ways because I didn't feel that I was worthy. I did not feel that I was deserving. I didn't feel that I was good enough. I criticized myself. And I'm a Virgo, so I was very, well, if you know of a Virgo, you understand how a Virgo is. And so that is me. And so if that energy is not directed appropriately, it can be very self-abusive. And so I was very just abusive towards myself emotionally and mentally. And so as I learned how to heal my consciousness and heal these beliefs and these these ways that I felt about myself, I slowly but surely began to accept who I was created to be as a divine being. And as I accepted myself, my twin flame, my true twin flame, turned around and was also walking the path of accepting themselves, because what you're moving through, your twin flame is moving through too. It's just going to be expressed differently in their reality, or it's going to look a little bit different in their reality, but it's the same thing at the core. And yeah, so for us, it was self-acceptance was a huge thing. And as we accepted ourselves, we vibed into our one reality together, and then we come into harmonious union as a result. And it's been, there's been challenges and lessons that have arisen since then, but it gets easier. Like the deeper that you go with your twin flame, the easier and the more peace and the more harmony and romance that you have in your union. So if you're struggling, if you're in a same-sex union and you're struggling with your twin flame, this is an opportunity for you to look within yourself and see, are you fully embracing and accepting who you are as a divine being? Are you accepting all of yourself, or are you holding on to shame, holding on to guilt? Are you hiding components or aspects of yourself from life in general, or from yourself? And if you find that you want to apply the mirror exercise and get clear on why you're doing that and make a new choice and love yourself. You were not created to struggle or for your journey to be hard. And regardless of what your union looks like, you are worthy of being with your twin flame, and you're supposed to be with your twin flame. Separation is completely abnormal and not what we're supposed to be experiencing, but we are experiencing it because we're healing through it as a collective consciousness. And so with self-acceptance being a huge aspect of my union coming together, and those that I've worked with, clients or other peers that I've spoken with, this has been a huge one for them too, has been self-acceptance. And even if you're not in a same-sex union, this still goes the same for a heterosexual union. It's the same thing. Are you accepting yourself on all levels? Are you unconditionally loving yourself? And if you're not, you want to look within and identify why and make a new choice there, make a change. So know that regardless of whatever your journey looks like, it doesn't matter what you're experiencing or what you're going through. You deserve to be with your twin flame in your harmonious union. And that is for you. And it is inevitable simply when you just decide to love yourself and accept yourself and really like be liberated and standing in your power and expressing who you are and knowing that you're a gift to the world. God created you as an expression, as a vessel to share your gift. And only you can give your gift in the way that you give it. No one else can do it the way that you can. So relax into who you were created to be yourself, and express that with the world in a way that feels good to you, only in a way that feels good to you. And as you do that, watch your twin flame naturally vibe and float into your reality. And if you're looking for deeper support and you're looking for fast tracking your harmonious twin flame union, please feel free to reach out. All of my information is always available in the description box below. I'm happy to help you. And there's a lot of support available for you. You never have to struggle or do it alone. You are loved. All right. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.